Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play StarCraft. I'm the Mysterious JG. We've returned to Starbase, but didn't really have a reason to do this other than wanted some safe haven, and maybe have that artifact that we picked up analyzed. So let's disembark. Head over to operations. They don't even care that we... Okay, well there is one planet that Eloan land, I guess, is new. And Acheron 6 maybe. It's not actually Acheron 6, but it does count. But they don't care that we found the institute that explained what's going on with the crystal planet. They don't care. They just want us to find places for colonization. The music, Bobo pointed out, there is a little musical sting that goes doo 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 when you find a planet. Apparently it's just not working. I don't know. We have received to date many reports which indicate that minimal or no life exists forward of here. Any ships acquiring more information are instructed to report on this immediately. Well, I happen to know the answer. It's because the crystal planet is destroying life out there, but... no. You don't actually get to report stuff. You just have to act on your own recognizance, pretty much. So let's analyze the... octagonal lens. This is just going to be a waste of money, but the analysis artifact is a field of very little of interest. Its slight value is an alien curio, but otherwise it's totally useless to us. And the crystal orb. Our guess is this is some device of the ancients. Beyond that, we can't tell. You guys are useless. Now I could sell this. That would be a bad idea. I could buy back the ring device. The hypercube. It's not really easy to tell, but the first half of these artifacts are things I own. The second half are things that the second half are ones that I've sold. The ring device doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to do. The rod device projects an enhanced laser shield around a spaceship. I can sell the ticking sphere. Well, let's go back to analyze and just double check, make sure that I can get rid of this. Ticking sphere is a curio. That's a curio. Winding orb, I think, actually attracts spaceships to you. You might... I think the winding orb attracts spaceships to come find you, so it might actually be a good idea to get rid of this before we go after the Ulek territory, and if we have to pass through Velok's territory anymore. Right now, we will continue to be on good relations with the Veloks until we get a conversation struck up with them and they have enough time to scan our ship, because they will notice that we've stolen the crystal orb, which they refer to as the small egg. But I can sell the octagonal lens and the ticking sphere, and I could buy back the ring device, except it never seemed like it worked. So did I sell something to the maybe I didn't sell anything to the Thren after all. I thought I sold something to the Thren, but I haven't gone back and checked my own videos. So the crystal orb is being filled. Yeah. There's really nothing that's important for me to buy except for Endurium. And I could potentially buy missiles. But while they, the only reason I would buy missiles is so you guys could see what they look like. Let's sell off our armor. You'll get to see missiles in the next game. They look exactly the same. And to buy... I could just barely afford Class 5 missile launchers. And I won't really need money again. But the missile launchers are useless against the Gazertoid, and that's the most dangerous foe that we could potentially fight and have a good chance of winning against. So we lost some money at ship configuration. Gained a little bit at the trade depot. All in all, we're doing okay. We're done talking to both the Thren and the Elon as far as what we need to do. So, we can have our both of them on the ship at the same time. They won't bother each other. Right now we've got Spar doing communications. That's probably fine, actually. But just to decrease the chance of Spar getting killed and screwing us up, we'll put a Thren on board. And I just have to remember that I can't really do much in the way of dealings with either species without creating trouble. And at some point I have to remember to... yeah, I don't even have proper Microsoft Windows. How ridiculous. At some point I have to remember to... yeah, run the damn thing. I will have to remember to intentionally input the security codes wrong and let that play out, but we're not doing that right this second. So there is sound. It's just not playing those little musical stings. Okay. Why is our armor still not looking like it's totally badass? Oh well. Sphexy, that is a planet of the ancients, although we couldn't get the Eloan to tell, or the Velox to tell us where it is. Sphexy, surprising utensil. And Gazertoid. 16670. 16670. Open the docking bay doors, Hal. I am going to head for Spemin space because I want to look up a clue that I think we got from the I think we got it from, can't remember now if we got it from the Spemin or while they were rattling their sabers or their pseudopods, or if we got it from the Thren. But there's supposed to be on the innermost planet of the Spemin system in a nebula. There is some kind of, and also in some kind of Spemin world at 82148, or maybe 82148 is where the Spemin are. But there's supposed to be a city of the ancients in a nebula in Spemin space. Why is my game not responding? What's going on? Suddenly, my game's frozen up here. Caps lock, number lock. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I'm not on maneuver. Sorry. No, this is me being silly. Okay. So on the old star map, we got any shortcuts to Spemin space? Not really. The Spemin are 82148. Well, maybe this isn't a nebula. Maybe this is it. 82148, Spemin space. Let's get over there and see what there is to see, and try not to run into the Velox. Now, the Spemin picked on us before. Their ships appeared to suck, but we didn't have any kind of defense. Maybe this is the planet Spuda. Spuda's their homeworld, I believe. Ah. Ooh. There's quite a few of them. They're 1 time the size of our ship, they have no shields, and their weapons are not armed. This is the Captain Avatar of the ISS 77. We're on a peaceful mission and request communications. Please identify yourselves and your intentions. Oh, this is their homeworld, actually.
You insist on testing the defenses of the Spemin homeworld? You have our valuable time, but since you've traveled all this way, we shall oblige you with our swift and sudden attack.
Oh, they're attacking. Okay. Okay. How do I fire on them? Spacebar to fire weapon. Weapon's not armed. Well, then hit return to exit. Go to raise shields. No, can't because I'm in a nebula. Alright. Let's try this again. They got class 1 missiles. So their missiles suck. I mean,
Our deep fat fryers have malfunctioned.
if I had missiles, I would be shooting little red blips at them the way they are shooting them at me. Oh, there's more ships warping in, though. Ah, yeah, this is their homeworld. I don't think I'm going to be able to win this fight. I think if I took on a group of them elsewhere, I'd be fine, but... I think I might be missing. Oh, you know what? Did I save before I started that? Before I ended that last video? I didn't want to save in case the recording didn't take, but I didn't actually intend to get in a fight with this many Spemin. I meant to get in with a small group of them and see what happens if I went into combat, but now I'm taking on their entire race. Let's try to get out and hail them. This is the Captain Avatar of the Starship ISS-7. Identify yourselves immediately or be destroyed. No, they're continuing to fight. I think I can't kill them from too far away with the... This must be the best Spemin warship ever. Laser partially deflected. Ready to pick up debris. Cargo. Rhodium. That's worth... No, that's what I have. Endurium, iron, lead, cobalt. None of that's worth getting, but the Endurium is. Okay, so I just wiped out a pretty huge fleet of theirs. It took some damage, but it was only after I beat up a lot of them. Spherical? Oh no, I'm not actually... I don't know how to get it back to the close-up view. But yeah, I just took out like a massive Spemin fleet. And I'm going to get only 5 units of fuel out of each of them, which ain't really that much, but it's something. And there were more Spemin up there, but they don't seem to be coming after me. I think maybe they're all hoping one of the other Spemin ships will come after me instead. Nobody wants to be the first to volunteer. So yeah, I'm not going to bother picking up the lead, iron, and cobalt, but their endurium I will grab. This is actually a viable way to make money for your adventures through piracy. No, I don't want to go into combat. I just want to go. Yeah, so this must be Sputa. This must be their home planet, because that was a lot of Spemin. Never seen that many of them pop up before. So I just wrote down on my notes somewhere Spemin and coordinates. This is actually the coordinates of their homeworld. Oh, and I think I actually got those from the guy, didn't I? Yeah, Spemin told me where their home planet is for some bizarre reason. I don't know why they would advertise that fact. Yeah, I figured if I got a little closer, I would eventually get into combat with them again. It might have been a good idea to have missiles for this. They're useless against the Gazertoid, and I'm certainly winning without them, but... yeah. It would appear that there's an infinite number of them, so I'm just going to have to get out of here. Okay. So... that's planet Sputa. That is not where the actual City of the Ancients is. But it's somewhere, and there's a bunch of nebulas in their territory too. Damn. Somewhere in a nebula in their territory is something worth finding. So let's keep searching, I guess. I'll disarm just because it wastes fuel to be armed, and I think I can survive whatever they want to throw at me. Although I'll need to replace my armor before this is all over. But yeah, we are now hostile with the Spemin. That didn't go quite as I expected. And I think the next time we encounter the Spemin, I should be able to get things back to normal. So I think we've searched this one fairly thoroughly, and it doesn't seem to be in there. Let's go to this one that's a little, where is this? Is this a... Oh, I thought we'd found a secret warp zone while working on the drain. Or a flux, as it's also known. This could be... No. This is not the location of a planet with ancient ruins, because there's no planet. Alright, let's just keep going methodically. If I run into the Spemin again, we'll have another little encounter with them. I might be able to get more. I don't know if it was economical, because it was in a nebula, which means no shields, which means I took damage permanently. But and I think I'd be at a better advantage against them fighting outside of a nebula. But as you can see, I wiped the floor with quite a few of them before I basically came to the conclusion that they were going to warp in infinitely. Okay, so there's nothing much going on here. Let's try... Well, let's take a look at my GIF again to make sure. No, we are not in any immediate danger of crossing over into Ulex space, which would get me killed. Although, who knows where we just ended up. Yeah, we're still in Spemin space. It just... appears to be more than one of these. This one popped us into Ulex space. Oh, I think they might... Oh, don't want to give away that I know this, but... We are the Lancing killing pseudopod of doom. We offer you this choice. You will obey us or you will cease to exist. Whoa, we're attacking immediately. Alright, let's wipe the floor with these assholes. There should not be an infinite number of them here because... They told me to obey them, but they, didn't really give me a chance. You do burn a lot of energy in combat, but get a lot of energy back from pilfering their ships. Using the pilfer gill command. Trying to get rid of them. You can't really control which ones you aim at. But I'm trying to focus fire. It's not a good idea to move too much because then you never know which ones you're going to be shooting at. Doesn't always seem to shoot at the one that I would consider the logical target. Yeah, took a hit there. I'm a little puzzled by this. If it doesn't happen soon, I'll tell you what I thought was going to happen when I started fighting the Spemin. Oh, most fortunate of occurrences, the return of the Supreme Beings. Relay down our powerful defensive screens to show you our good intentions. This is what's supposed to happen. There's a reason there's a hostile posture. This is Captain Avatar of the warship ISS 77. We are prepared to spare you if you comply with our demands. They disarm their weapons.
Of course, we were just joking about blowing you to pieces. Shmirk, shmirk, shmirk. Isn't that a funny joke?
Question. General info. We require information.
There's a secret way into Ulak territory. The first jump point is at 106-139.
Oh, crap. Right quickly. This is what I was thinking about. There is a way into their territory using the these jump coordinates the Spemin are about to give us. 186. And the third is at 35-186. Into Ulak land.
Do not try to do this, though. Anyone but a master Spemin navigator goes lost. We believe that you are truly a kind and peaceful race who would not really harm us. That is true, isn't it?
No. Question. The Ancients. We require information. You will tell us about the Ancients.
I beg your forgiveness, but I do not know about this. Perhaps you would like to know more about a Spemin.
Fine. You will tell us about your race. Or die and stuff.
Certainly our race has been friends since ancient times, and they were the first we have fought as allies against the Phlegmax and Numlock side by side, back to back, singing our songs of friendship.
We require information. You will tell us about yourselves.
Our race worships and honors your kind. How wonderful it must be to be stiff and upright. We look upon you almost as gods. No, as more than gods. As, well, whatever is more than a god.
I'm not going to get anything useful out of them unless I find the right... But they do have good info.
In the year 2675, the old empire discovered our homeworld and uplifted us from a state of moral, intellectual, and emotional depravity to the divine state we are in now. We have been meaning to thank you. We've been unjustly picked on by all of the other races. We mean well and only want to be liked, but all the other races in the galaxy keep misinterpreting our intentions and blowing up our ships for no reason.
You'll remember that they did, come up to us and start bullying us the first time we encountered them, but they didn't attack. They are, after all, spineless jellyfish, literally.
We're really just a happy-go-lucky race of zany guys. You know, call us crazy, but I guess we're pretty lovable.
They're not going to tell us anything useful. The ancients again. Because there's a city of the ancients in their territory. They should know where it is. I beg your forgiveness. I'll try it one more time. General info.
Alright, you have forced it out of us. We have heard of the existence of a Veloxy focusing stone on the first planet in the system of 8198. We've been able to... we have chosen not to find it, though.
Did I already get this? Did I already beat them up at some point and forget about it? I don't think I did. But anyway, the Veloxy focusing stone we already found through a different set of clues. It's nice to know we could have gotten it out of the Spemin, probably much easier.
We Spemin are wise beyond imagining. For example, we happen to know that the ancients built a device called a crystal pearl, which automatically warps a critically wounded ship out of danger. This is just one of many things we know.
Tell me about that city, though.
There's a secret way into Ulak territory. Okay.
Other races.
What's going on? We enjoyed chatting with you. Drop by again sometime.
Yeah, it's weird. Even though they're supposed to be terrified of you, they'll still break off communications just so that you can't talk to them forever. It's part of the game rules. So, let's pick up the debris from these guys. We had to kill quite a few of them. But when you're not attacking when you're not near their homeworld, like when you're right on their homeworld, they'll keep coming. If you're anywhere else, they will give up and run away. After a while. Or rather, they'll eventually just try to get you to stop killing them. They do not want to fight to the death. So yeah, that felt pretty good, killing those bastards. It's a very Star Trek. They're kind of like the Ferengi in TNG. They're just annoying, they're losers, you're meant to hate them, and they're always causing trouble and trying to take advantage of you, but they're actually wimps. You can beat them up easily. Ferengi fare a lot better in Deep Space Nine than they do in The Next Generation. And this game obviously predates TNG by a long time, but it's a very Star Trek kind of thing to have like a race of guys with big scary appearances, and you know, the voice on the intercom or the voice on the screen booms and is scary, but then you see them and they're like a little weak. I think there was an episode of the original series like that. Anyway, we're at over 200 over 200. We're at over 200 Endurium now. So it was, you know, literally we made profit off of all this. That didn't move us very far. Here's a planet. Okay. Ice planet. Let me see. What are the clues? I need to go ahead and save my notes again, because I added some. Innermost planet, a Spemin system in nebula. And I'm on the wrong window. So it could be here. It's a safe planet to land on. Let's take a look around on this little island here. We don't have a clue where on the planet it is, so this could be a long, dull search. But, we got pretty lucky last time. And I'm in a windstorm. Bo is injured. Whoa. That sucked. Okay. Well. Bar's almost dead. Heavily wounded, has a vitality of 21 and a durability of 2. Treat, doctor, heal thyself. Meanwhile, engineer damage report. There's nothing to repair because he can't repair the armor. Alright, well there's really nothing to do except hang around and wait for Spar to get healed, I suppose. So I'll go ahead and end the video and save my game. I'm pretty sure this is the right planet, but to find this ancient city of the Ancients on, but I have no idea how we're supposed to go about searching it other than to just start searching. Luckily, and the same was true of that Veloxy planet. When they give you a planet and they don't tell you exactly where on the planet to search, most of the surface is water, which is another reason that I'm thinking this might be the right planet, that they usually try to throw you a bone and not have you give you an entire planet surface to search. So we've got this kind of weird shape as it's arranged on the map. It looks, there's really one strip of land vertically and one horizontally, and then there's this island. So I'm thinking this island is probably where the Ancients are. Certainly the Ancients had something going on an island on Vetapoxy. So when we come back, we're going to search this planet, try to find that, the ancient city that we heard about. And if we can pull that off in the next video, the only aliens we haven't talked to yet are the Ulek and the Gazertoid. But since we know where the last item that we need to get is, it's deep in Gazertoid Ulek space. I haven't bothered to find it on the map, but I've got the coordinates. We're pretty close to being able to win the game, but I'm trying to get some last enjoyment and story out of it if we can. And I have to go back and watch my own videos because it's been so long since I've recorded. I remember the plot, and I can't remember what we've actually discovered. So I don't want to talk about it too much. But anyway, folks, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.